Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives still won't explain why they cut funding for Kairos, an organization that undertakes overseas development on behalf of 11 churches and religious organizations representing over 20 million Canadians. The International Cooperation Minister's Department says Kairos continues to meet all the requirements for CIDA funding and continues to do great work helping millions of impoverished people around the world. But at the last minute, the minister herself decided none of that was important and cancelled the funding. Canadians deserve an explanation. So what is it?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, let me tell the Honourable Member that the position of this government has not changed on this matter. Our government has been very clear. We have an aid effectiveness strategy and we are acting on it. We are delivering real results for people in developing countries. Mr. Speaker, all projects funded by CIDA are assessed against our effective standards. After due diligence, it was determined that Kairos' proposal did not meet the Government of Canada's priorities. Mr. Speaker, our priorities are more food, more education, and more health. In other words, our priority is to make real difference, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Random, Burin St. George's.
Still no explanation, Mr. Speaker. The Conservatives have turned their guns on an organization that the government, as well as Canadians, have supported for 35 years. They have abandoned the over 5 million people in developing countries who Kairos helps. And they've done it despite the fact that CIDA says that Kairos should qualify for funding. And the minister won't even tell us why. I am giving the minister one last chance to please explain why she denied funding to Kairos in full knowledge that their good work was aligned with the priorities of and recommended by CIDA.
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, I see she's given me a last chance, so let me repeat. Our government's position has not changed on this matter. Mr. Speaker, all projects funded by CIDA are assessed against our effectiveness standards. After due diligence, it was determined that Kairos' proposal did not meet the Government of Canada's priorities. Mr. Speaker, let me repeat again. Our priorities are more food, more education, and more health. In other words, our priority is to make a real difference.